Do you ever regret the things you say? I know I do.
Morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends and welcome back to Subnautica. Let's walk and talk. We've got some grounds to cover, but I did do it. I made the thing. I made the bridge, the tunnel, the bridge. I'm calling it the bridge to Elysium because the idea of ever making the bridge actually get there felt impossible for an incredibly long time. This took me like 5 hours. This construction project legit took me 5 hours. 5 fucking hours of, you know, building and finding titanium mostly. So yeah, I got a lot to talk about, which is good because this is a long journey. But early on, one of the first things that became apparent to me was that structural integrity was going to become a problem, right? Because at the bare minimum, you need either lithium or glass. Is it glass? I can't remember what makes bulkheads, and frankly, I don't care. Point is, I would need additional materials to create reinforcement modules and stuff. We'll probably sprint. This is actually going to take a very long time. I need additional materials to make reinforcement modules in order to keep this thing from falling apart. But I realized that if the bridge counts as being out of water, additional pieces do not reduce the overall integrity of the structure. So I have built most of this just above the surface of the ocean, so it counts as being out of the water, which is helpful. I mean, I feel like I've hollowed out the planet by this point, searching for more titanium. I've collected more metal salvage than I think the Aurora and the Sunbeam combined ever had attached to them. As you can see here, we've arrived at the first way station. I now have a battery charger, which is very useful, and we'll go into that later. This is a locker for dead batteries, as you can see. It's currently got a power cell in it, and there's a story behind that one and all. So yeah, and at this is also a fabricator, because it occurred to me if I ever wanted to get this done in a timely manner, I needed fabricators closer to the location in which I was building to continue building the bridge, as you can see. So, yeah, I had a particularly harrowing moment where I was diving deep around here looking for metal salvage, and I found one, but I was surrounded by stone sharks. I know their names because I've encountered them many times now. Killed quite a few with my sea moth, in fact, and I can tell you now that if anyone ever rolled up on me with a gun and said, hand over the keys to your sea moth, I would make a grab for the gun, because I would never give up my sea moth. That thing has made this construction project manageable. But during that time, as I was fending off a pack of stone sharks, my sea moth ran out of power, and I was like, that's fine, I have a battery. And then realized, much to my panic and fear, whilst I was like 150 meters below the surface of the ocean and surrounded by stone sharks, that of course sea moths take power cells, not batteries. Those are two different things. So I had to abandon my sea moth to go make a power cell to then return to that part of the ocean. You can see here there's another fucking way station. Very good. To return to that bottom of the ocean area to swap out the power cell on my fucking sea moth whilst being chased by stone sharks in order to make my escape and save my vehicle. I tell you this to properly convey to you that this process was stressful. I've also scanned and unlocked multiple blueprints. Now, at first, I tried to ignore them because I was like, I'd rather do this on camera, but then it occurred to me, I'm probably never going to see half this shit ever again. Fuck it, just scan them and then we have access to them when we start the video, hence the battery charger. I think I've actually scanned all of the pieces to build a Cyclops, which is kind of nuts. Scanner room. There was some other things I can't quite remember right now. Obviously, battery charger, you just saw that. When I say this took me 5 hours, that's not hyperbole. Building this bridge took me 5 hours. Each piece, each eye compartment is somewhere between 3 and 6 meters long. I was never able to narrow it down to the exact measurement. On top of that, you cannot go diagonally. Diagonally is not a thing, or if it is, I don't know how. So I had to go, you know, horizontal and then vertical, as it were, in order to get to where I wanted to go. I had to go in one of 4 cardinal directions, no diagonals, which extended the length of this bridge significantly to the point where this is well over a kilometer. This is well over a kilometer. So, practical value of this bridge. Nil, none. This is a lot slower than traveling by sea, I can tell you that, even with just my flippers. But with like my Sea Glide or my Sea Moth, this is infinitesimally slower. However, The waypoints are useful, right? You know, those little way stations, you know, that's good. I have places I can go to, like, fabricate and whatnot, but I didn't need to build this whole thing in order to have that. So, really, it's meaningless. But here we are. This is the end of the bridge. We exit the base, and we arrive on the island. We're here. And, yeah, my Seamoth is out of power, so I wanted to, you know, swap out the battery on it. It's not entirely out of power, but it may as well be. I'm holding on to my power cells in case I can unlock some kind of power cell charging station at some point. Shall we take the scenic route back, in which we, you know, observe this structure from the outside? Let me just pull up here. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit messy, but it's all right. It's all right. Ow, I hit my own structure. Don't worry about it. I want to kind of try and stay on top of the ocean, but I don't think it's going to let me. We'll go just below the waves. Oh yeah, we're going to follow this back as well. I know that this isn't a good idea for a video to be just staring at this fucking shit for God knows how long, but you see, I spent 5 hours on this, which means you guys are going to spend like 5 minutes on it. Okay, is that all right? I would really appreciate it if you just humored me for a moment after all the effort I went through to build this. Although if you come out, it's actually quite an impressive looking structure when you get above surface view. You see that? It stretches far. It's like an oil pipeline or something, but with significantly less ecological damage, as I'm sure you can tell. I also found that if you go far enough below the sea with your Seamoth and then rise out, if you build up enough speed, you get some fucking air. Yeah. So, this is all well and good. This is marvelous. All these things we've done, marvelous, gorgeous, beautiful. However, there are things to do. Now, I have unlocked a lot of things to build. I've technically been able to build a moon pool for quite a while now. I think it's time to build the moon pool. Oh, that reminds me. I also unlocked the ability to build a modification station, which I think will do a lot for us. But I need to build that as well. Moon pool. I really want to build a Cyclops. I don't know how close I am to realistically doing that. I imagine a scanner room here or there might be useful. I could place it along the pieces of this structure. That could be handy. Obviously, we have LifePod 12 to check out, and we also have the Aurora itself to check out. Now, I lost my rebreather mask during the hell that was the 5 hours building this. It was mostly just personal incompetence that caused me to lose it, but I still have my radiation breather helmet thingy. So, you know, we're well set to go in there. We're well set to check out the Aurora. Will it be dangerous? Almost certainly, but we can do it. So I want to have a quick look at this. Let's see what we got available to us. Yeah. Vehicles. Cyclops. Plasteel ingots. I know how to make those. Enameled glass. I'm less sure. Lubricant. I can do that. Lead. I can do that. An advanced wiring kit. I can do that. The main thing there is enameled glass. If only there was a fabricator right here I could have a look at. Well, whoop-de-fucking do. Turn this on as well while I work.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window.
Hello?
We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway.
Ha!
We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
Regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should
And
be...
if she doesn't,
Just tell her the regular, dude.
okay.
The
If I
code...
say regular, and she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The
Thank
regular's
you.
just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Cheese.
Okay.
Why did you just say ham and cheese? Ham and cheese. As it turns out, enamel glass is actually really easy to make. Stalker teeth are like everywhere. Plasteel ingots, titanium ingots, and lithium, and titanium ingots is just a lot of titanium. I never want to see a piece of titanium ever again, but it's for a good cause, and lubricant is just creepvine sea clusters. Lads, easy fucking peasy. I'm going to have me a fucking submarine. I don't have many stalker teeth. I tend to ignore them because I was like, I don't need these right now. And now, as it turns out, I do actually need them. So, of course, things come around this way. But I want to rock up to the Aurora in a fucking Cyclops, you know what I mean? I want to make an entrance. Hello, lad. You feel like dropping any of your teeth? I know they drop their teeth when they bite into, like, what are they called? Fucking steel scraps. Seen that happen quite a few times. Ignored the teeth, obviously, like I said before, because I'm an idiot. Oh, that's, yes, plenty of this. Best place to try and find the teeth, I reckon, would be the kelp forest, because the stalkers love that place. I'm also going to quickly check my storage options and see if there are any stalker teeth amongst those, because I think I picked up at least one and then tucked it away. I also need to make glass, which I'm pretty sure requires quartz, so it is a process. There is a whole process here that I'm going to have to do. Damn, son. And 2 lithium, which I'm pretty sure I still have, but if I don't, I have an entire island in which I can get more of this, okay? Because I have a lithium anyway. Yes, I do. However, I need, like, what, 3 fucking flat steel ingots? So I need a lot of titanium. Yep, that's 1. Fuck me, this is gonna take a while. Okay. I have 1 stalker tooth. Okay, I need 3 enameled glass for this, and to make enameled glass, I need just 1 stalker tooth each. Okay, so I just need 3 stalker teeth. That's easy. Super easy. This is gonna be a lot of building today, I reckon. I'm just putting it out there. I think it'll be worth it. I reckon it'll be worth it. I think it's gonna be fucking worth it. Yeah. Once we get our big, beloved building submarine thingy. I just want a submarine. You want to fucking fuck off, pal, or I'll fucking show you what I'm all about. What I'm all about is fucking carving you the fuck up, lad. Go on, go on. Give you a fucking Glasgow smile if you want one. Ain't fucking done with you, pal. Stepped into the wrong neighborhood, bitch. Damn right. I already scanned one of those. I only did this to establish dominance, and I did. I was about to say that, like, oh, since I did that big construction project, I know my way around pretty well, and that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't. I still don't know my way around, really. Let's see, we need quartz, that's for sure. We always need titanium, and we need teeth. These are the things to focus on for now, I think. You are a little dickhead, mate. You know that? I'm gonna struggle to find teeth now, I can tell. I also started using navigation beacons, as I'm sure you can tell. Very handy. Very, very handy. And easy to make, as well. There's, like, no excuse to not do it. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably self-scan as well. That's probably a thing I should do.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Good stuff. I'm dying. Wonderful. Great. As if this wasn't bad enough. I hate the ocean. It has diseases in it. So really, what I need to do is hang about in the kelp forest, observe the fucking stalkers quietly. Stalk the stalkers, if you will. And wait for them to chomp on some metal scraps. And then, you know, nab them for myself. Where the fuck is my sea moth? The kelp forest is so fucking murky that it's hard to see shit here. It is the one thing I think I genuinely dislike about playing mostly ocean-based game is that visibility is crap. Like, sometimes it's really crap. And, you know, in some games that's fine, right? Like, it's part of the environment and part of the experience, and it certainly is the case here. It's a problem here because I'm looking for resources, which is really hard to do when everything's so fucking murky all the time. No teeth here. No teeth here. You want to go for that? Yeah, lad. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. I only need 2. I only need 2 teeth. Give me your teeth. Give me your teeth. Give me your teeth. Motherfucker, you get back here with your teeth, or I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking bang you out. I swear to God. Did you lose any teeth with that? Ow! It doesn't look like you did. This is gonna take a while. Good news. I've learned that crashing into stalkers with the sea moth is also a good way to get teeth. So, yeah, I might do that. Where's the tooth? Tooth. Okay, no teeth. All right, fine. Fucking hell. I suppose I'll have to extract them manually, won't I? I hear one. I hear one. I hear one. Where you at? Fuck, I hate the kelp forest so much. Found you. Death! Death! How would I even know if that produced a tooth? It's almost as if visibility in this game fucking sucks. I know what someone's gonna say. They're gonna be like, well, Foreman, if you weren't diving at night, you'd be able to see better. I have this problem during the day as well. It sucks all the time, don't worry. I assure you. Kya! Did you drop your teeth? You have to tell me if you dropped your teeth. If only there weren't all these stupid fucking plants in the way. Did you drop your teeth? Can I just pull them out of its fucking head now that it's dead? Look, there's teeth right there. No, you have to wait for it to perform a very specific action in order to get the thing of whatever. Teeth!
Seek fluid intake.
Shut up. Just shut up. It is pretty low. Hello, 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 hello. Where you at? Identify your smelf. There you are. Coming in. Actually, be careful. This thing is taking damage. Yeah, I should probably fix it now, actually. Better safe than sorry. That'll be the final fucking nail in my coffin if I manage to break my Seamoth. Teeth? Do I need to ram it head on? It just occurs to me that even if ramming into it with the Seamoth does produce teeth, how would I fucking know where the teeth went? Because they're so small. Teeth? Give me your teeth. Teeth! Death! Now, if it wants me to actually ram it in the face, to be fair, that's reasonable. You know, it would make a lot more sense, because that's how you'd get the teeth, but it's also really awkward. There we go. That had to have gotten a tooth, surely. Great, the combination of lights is actually too much light. Seriously, no teeth. Alright, Stalker Boy, check this out. Have some titanium, eh? Give it a chomp. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on. Look, look, look. Tasty titanium. Look, look. Titanium. No, the titanium. Lad, the titanium. You want the titanium. Look. They're like little Choco Ball cereal puff things. I hate them. I hate them so much. Why? Why would you make a primary building material their teeth and not just have them drop them when they die? Why would you do it this way? Oh, for God's sake. Stop thinking I'm scared of you and bite the metal You were right, asshole, you know? I'm fucking knock you both out, I fucking swear.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's been half an hour, I found 0 teeth. Not a single tooth. Not one tooth. 0 teeth. No teeth. I don't get it, you know, I was applying perfectly practiced British dentistry, right? By fucking punching them in the face over and over. It just weren't working. I don't understand. My teeth are fine. They're all poking out at different angles, just like teeth are supposed to.
This is Life Pod 4.
Hello.
We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last.
That sounds like a you problem.
We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Man, someone should tell someone about that. That sounds serious. Oh, wow. If only someone was in position to help. Oh, well. Teeth. Tooth! Tooth, 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 tooth. I see it. I see it. I see it. That's 1. Technically 2. We only need 1 more, because I've already got a tooth in storage, because I picked one up once upon a time, because I'd never seen a tooth before. Tooth! Tooth, 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 tooth! Yes! And furthermore, I'm pretty sure I can go in this place and find things. Look, there's a door. Or is that just for decoration or something? I don't know. I'm not allowed to open. Why would I have made my laser cutter if I can't laser cutter my way in? That was why hey, that's back. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, he's done it again. Did you break another tooth, lad? I don't need it. I just like to take a spare, just in case. You know. Oh, yeah, he totally did. It keeps breaking. Oh, good. Okay, getting these teeth is actually a lot easier than I thought it was. Marvelous. I now have like 5 teeth, so I can make more enamel glass when I need it. Fucking wonderful. Cool. Now all I need to do is get some quartz, which is simplicity itself. 3 enamel glass, which means 3 glass, which is either 3 or 6 quartz. I'll grab 6 quartz, just in case, and then we can make our big boat. Big boat. I made a boat, it's my favorite boat, but I also need a big boat for big. I need it for big. It's required for big, in case I need big. Bigger is better. I know it, you know it, he, she, we know it. Big is better. Quartz. Hello, lad. Yeah, get fucked. Idiot. Grab as much quartz as I can, just in case. Yeah, I see you there, you idiot. Yeah, fuck off. I found during my time, you know, building my stupid bridge, right? The game is definitely enjoyable in its many ways, right? And like the act of exploring and building things and getting stuff is enjoyable, but I also find the game to be highly inconvenient in many ways. Aspects of the game where you're like, oh yes, this is a cool survival feature that allows that, you know, fully encompasses the experience of being underwater, just become irritations after a while. Like, yes, of course, it's an underwater game, oxygen is important, but then after a while you're like, I just want to look around. I hate having to go back up to the surface or return to my sea moth every fucking 5 minutes just to have a peek somewhere. Exploring the entirety of the ocean floor and with that weird like visibility or lack thereof that comes with being underwater means that scrounging for rare, valuable materials can be awkward and time consuming, as I learned firsthand very much last night. I don't know who the fuck gave those fish the ability to teleport you out of your fucking vehicle, but they should absolutely stop doing that. That is definitely more irritating than fun, like, and I've heard of ways in which that can be especially problematic. So, really not looking forward to that, gotta be honest.
Passing 200 meters.
Right, this is why you need a rebreather mask. Okay, I understand. Don't get me wrong, the game ain't bad at all. The game is actually very good, but there are definitely aspects of this where I'm like, this can be quite cumbersome. It does get quite irritating. The battery pack system, you know, making new batteries to recharge your tools, I get it, but it's also just very irritating. Especially after a certain point where you're like, okay, I've made battery chargers and I can actually source the materials for new batteries very quickly. So this has gone from being like a cool survival element to being a nuisance. It's just a nuisance rotating out your batteries. And I don't think this is a problem unique to Subnautica. I don't think this is just Subnautica's problem. I reckon it might be a problem with the genre in general, where stuff that is initially an interesting challenge proceeds to just become irritating once you've solved those problems. Now, a big facet of like the survival game experience is learning to streamline your solutions to these problems. Like, yeah, you figured out a solution to, you know, needing water. Let's use a completely random example and not really one necessarily applicable to this, although it is in this game. Like, let's say, for example, you're playing a game where you're on land, you need drinkable water. Okay, well, you've set up your little base, and you found that there's like a river, you know, like a kilometer away, which has clean water, or water that you can then clean. Cool, problem solved. But that's cumbersome, so a part of the process is, okay, how can I make...
Primary directive to swim closer to that beautiful bridge.
Hello, lad. I'm trying, but it...
Swim closer.
I'm doing it! Hey, buddy!
Swim closer.
Ow! Why did you hurt? Oh, it's a mesmer. Oh, it's bad. Oh. I've never seen mesmers around here before. That little fucker bit me! It completely trailed off my train of thought as well. What a fucking dick. What was I saying? Yes, you found a source of water, but a part of the process would be to streamline getting more water. So, like, is there a quicker way? Can you automate the process, etc., etc.? This is all well and good. This game has methods of doing that, I suppose. You know, battery charging is kind of a way to streamline the process of getting batteries and stuff, but it's still cumbersome. It's still very cumbersome. The grav trap is a fantastic thing that they've done, but it's kind of offset by the fact that they basically give it to you at the start of the game, which then makes the whole idea of getting food and water almost pointless because you can just throw that down and have an infinite supply. It's a weird game in that it simultaneously gives you a lot of ways to make things easier, but that myriad of ways in which it makes things easier seems to highlight how cumbersome everything is. Like, we've given you the means by which you can, you know, have more oxygen when you're underwater, right? And you can dive for longer, and I'm like, that's great. That's actually really good. But it also highlights the fact that having to manage my oxygen while underwater is kind of a pain in the ass. And having to frequently return to the sea moth or to the surface is a pain in the ass. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to really convince you guys of anything here. I'm not saying, like, this game sucks and you shouldn't like it and this is why it's bad. I merely express my personal gripes, in which, unfortunately, my personal gripes are tied into aspects of the game which are intrinsic. This is an underwater exploration game. Everything I'm talking about, well, yeah, that's the game. That is literally the fucking game. You know, I would, if these factors weren't a factor, I would probably be judging the game harshly for not having them, because it'd be like, why the fuck isn't this a thing in the game? It's an underwater exploration game. Of course it's this way. What this means to me personally, and it's something I predicted kind of from the beginning, though I didn't say it in as many words, is that the game's cool and I like playing it, but I don't think I'm going to want to stay here forever. You know, like, after a while, it will just become wearying to continue, where I'm like, I'm kind of sick of managing my fucking oxygen and having every single thing I do be a process, and sometimes you want to just be able to do something without a million and one mechanics getting in your way. I don't know. Hello, lad.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
This might be a reach and I might be wrong, but I feel like that might be the voice actor who also voice acted the main villain in the beloved PC adventure game Mystery of the Druids. He sounded very similar, and if you don't know what that is, go check out Mandalore Gaming, because that video is one of the best videos ever. It's just so much fun. He goes over the game in detail. Trust me, you don't want to play it yourself, it's fucking garbage. But also very charming. Very charming, actually. Main character of that game is one of my favorites in anything ever, because he's just fucking hilarious. Bingo. Lads, we've done it. We've done it. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Bladderfish. Come with me. You need to see this. Come with me. You need to see this. The moment of my triumph. Here we go. Vehicles. Cyclops. Build it.
Build here. Must be constructed in deeper water.
Oh, fuck. God, fuck. Fine. No, it's good. It's alright. It's okay. No problems. Yeah, I'll show you deeper water. To be fair, what that tells me, though, is that this is going to be fucking big, right? The Cyclops is going to be fucking massive. I'd like to pack up. Here we go. Now, I know some areas nearby where there's deep water. Just beyond the kelp forests, it gets pretty fucking deep. Oh, yes, this looks plenty deep enough. I know this is going to be big, but it can't be that fucking big, surely. That's got to be alright. Alright, it floats to the surface. Okay, well, the water's very deep around here, surely. Like, where I put it before was basically a shoal, you know? There was fuck all space. This is very different. This is very different. This is very, very good.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a three-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
You know what? I'll figure it out, won't I? I'll figure it out. I'm guessing this game doesn't have multiplayer, which feels like a missed opportunity in the grand scheme of things. Red October standing by. Hello, lad. This is a fucking chunky hunky of a vehicle, isn't it? Oh, it's got a whole deck and everything. And little doodads. It looks like a Tau submarine. I've always liked the Tau, which is like a sacrilegious thing to say if you're a 40k fan, but I like the Tau. They're alright, you know? I like the rest of the factions as well. I just also like the Tau. How the fuck do I even get in this? Seriously, where's the front door? Where do I, how do I acquire ingress to this magnificent vehicle? Excuse me? Where is the front door? Do I have to enter it via my Seamoth, perhaps? I see there's a little Seamoth hatch there, maybe. Oh, here's the door. That's not the door. Where's the door? How do I get in? Help! Don't crash into my vehicle. Okay, I can't get in like that. Oh no, I can. Oh, it opens. That's pretty banging, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty fucking banging. Lad, can I just say?
Captain, all systems online.
Oh, hell yeah. Decoy launcher, are you telling me? Why wouldn't you give me torpedoes? Oh my god, how many power cells? Oh, from the looks of it, there's 3 there. Cyclops upgrade fabricator. Sonar, depth module, heat efficient or engine efficiency, shield generator. I want a shield generator, you fucking better believe I do. Fire extinguisher, many power cells in this thing, fuck me. And it's using energy just maintaining position. This is gonna be a massive fucking resource sink. I can upgrade the Seamoth from there. That's very fun. Okay. So what's down here exactly? Is there a way? Okay, there is a way. Let me find out how I can leave this thing and enter it manually. Okay, that hatch there. Right, helpful. Well, I suppose we've got to take it for a test drive, don't we? Engine offline. Power up the engine.
Engine powering up. I had flagged emergency speed.
Oh, he actually moving?
Vessel cockpit. Excessive noise.
The fuck does that even mean? Okay, alright, we're doing it. I'm actually gonna bring it around town because I want to go back to base because now we're gonna go explore the Aurora and I need like money and not money. I need food and drink in order to explore that place. We're bringing her about, Captain.
Warning, engine overheat.
Alright, go back.
Standard.
Yeah, back to normal speed then, whatever. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. It's a little clunky, but I would expect it to be fair. Now, can I get air with this thing? Oh, I can! You can totally get air with this thing. See how much air. Emergency power!
Flagged emergency speed.
Whoa!
I hit slow.
Keep it chill, it's no need to go too fast, you know. Don't want to burn out the fucking power cells. Captain, we appear to have crashed ever so slightly. It's possible that this area might be a bit too shallow to pilot the Cyclops in. Yes, Captain, I believe you're right. Thank you, Captain. Oh, no problem, Captain. You sure are looking handsome today, Captain. Why, thank you, Captain. Yes, I know. But nice of you to say, Captain. Also looking fairly dashing yourself. Thank you, Captain. This ship has 3 captains. So I have the Radiation Sunday special on. Yep, I do, including gloves. Very nice. I think it's time for the Aurora, personally. I think it's time we see what's going on over there. Hydrochloric acid and polyaniline. Not familiar. Not a pencil-pushing biology chemistry nerd. Alright? What I am is a captain. A captain times 3, because that vessel requires 3 people to captain it, and I am 3 people. Now, pop these materials in here, and I'm also going to put the habitat builder in there because I don't need it on me right now, and I don't know how many goodies are going to be at the thing. Want to make sure I have my hands free for all the goodies. Then, I'd say we probably want to pick up our spare batteries, the ones that are charging. I'd say probably just swap everything out and then have them on charge. I had to build another solar panel so that the, you know, base wouldn't run out of power when it was charging those batteries, because oh boy, it did, and that was irritating. Open sesame. Excellent. All right, Aurora, here we come. Doing it now. It's a little bit narrow around here. I just realized there's not actually a lot of Auroras over there. Okay. It's a little shallow around here, lads. Oh fuck. Oh jeez. Okay, boys. We're on a mission to fucking explode the Aurora. Load the torpedoes. Oh, right away, Captain. Oh, Captain, we don't have any torpedoes. Because of that whole thing what they said about, like, oh, there was a big incident and now no one's allowed to make their own weapons. And all the bullshit, mate. Fucking bullshit.
The head standard.
Head standard. Sir Lumpy, sound the horn. It sure is fucking mysterious. I can't see shit, which is like 90% of this game, really. It sure is fuck all that I can see. Well, that's not entirely true, but it's mostly true. Get fucked, idiot. We are approaching. We have arrived at the Aurora. Switching to short-range transport. Alright, let's have a little look around, shall we?
All systems online.
I'm equipped with the finest in anti-radiation fashion. Doing alright. It's a big fucking ship, I've noticed. Now we need immediately acquire a means of ingress into the giant vehicle. Oh my, yes, I'm sure there's a way. Probably in through the water. As it's smashed into the planet, it's probably split open a bit.
In this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
That's unfortunate, because I doubt I'm going to do much about this in the next 24 hours. Oh god, I thought maybe it was Ingress, it wasn't. I doubt I'm going to do much about this in the next 24 hours. How the fuck am I going to contain it? What do you want me to do? Eat it? Eat the radioactive? Because I can't do that. That's silly. That's stupid. Why would you even suggest that? Oh, hello, lad. Fucking hell. What was that guy's problem? I mean, really. I sure wish I could fucking see. Flashlight on this fucking thing may as well be fireflies and jam jars. I guess I'm gonna have to get out and try and search manually, because I ain't getting much done like this. Ooh, is this perhaps... Come on. Is there a reason why you can't go up? Because I'm pretty sure you actually can. There's like fuck all above us. There's literally nothing above us. Why won't you go up? Alright, game's not having it, I suppose. Fine, okay. Well, I am in the Aurora now, I suppose. Why do I not have my scanner equipped? That's probably the most useful thing to have down here. Ah, this is a little fucking clunky. Now, I do recall one of the main ways to explore this area required, you know, the fucking laser cutter to get through titanium doors and stuff. That I do remember. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this probably wasn't the angle to approach from. It looks like the angle to approach from, but the environment is not cooperating in the sense that I can barely fucking move around in it before the game starts freaking out. So maybe try and find a different angle. The shaking, which at first I was like, ooh, that's a nice little thing, is actually just irritating. Nope, that's not a cuttable door. To be fair, I didn't think it was, but I thought I'd try.
Warning, ship's structural integrity is low. Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration is conducted at your own risk.
Yes, I imagine it is. Why do I need fire suppression when it's in the fucking ocean? I didn't bring a fire extinguisher with me, why would I? There's literally no use for that fucking item other than coming here. That's really annoying. Oh. I'm gonna have to go back and get a fire extinguisher. So, first impressions of exploring the Aurora. Fucking hate it. Fucking feels awful to try and navigate. Absolutely despise it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, the fire extinguisher's not even here. It's one in one of the other fucking lockers I made across the tunnel system that I invented. I'm gonna check the life pod real quick, because if it's in there it might save us a lot of time. But I suspect that it isn't. I suspect that it isn't. Please tell me I was smart. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Good. All right. Now, back to the Aurora. Fuck me. Oof. Man, I probably wouldn't have crashed into that if I could have fucking seen it. This thing keeps rattling and shaking, and I don't see what the big deal is. I just want to get in there and see what goodies it has. Is it perhaps accessible from land? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, because, like, you know, sure, it is beached on this, like, landmass or whatever, but there are no openings accessible via that, so it must be accessed via the ocean. That makes sense. In a game like this, I would presume that that's what we're going with. Why is it still on fire? It's been here for like a week and... I mean, it did explode, to be fair. That is a factor. In fact, considering it did explode, why are we even trying to explore the wreckage? I doubt there's anything inside of any value after it fucking detonated, remember? Remember when it detonated? That doesn't tend to leave things in particularly good working order or even identifiable order, you know? You wouldn't even be able to scan something in that state because it would just be a charred black crisp. Okay. Can I actually get anywhere from here, or have I apparently somehow entered from the wrong direction again? I'd like to think I haven't, because there's only so many directions to enter from. But we'll see. So much of this are areas where I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally get through there, and the game goes, no you can't. Nope, sorry. Come now, there's got to be a way in somewhere. It'd be great, you know, if I could see more than if I could clearly see more than 3 meters in front of me, it would actually make exploring an area like this genuinely kind of enjoyable. But because I can't, it's actually quite irritating. I can't see details properly, so I'm like, okay, am I heading in the right direction? Am I heading towards something, or am I heading towards nothing? I don't know, because I can barely fucking see. It's all murky and shadowy, which, yes, of course, it ties into the whole thalassophobia thing. Ooh, fear of the ocean. Ooh, you can't see what's coming up ahead. But in an exploration game, that's not particularly good. It's more annoying than Tonesang. This game is primarily exploration. I know a lot of people have been like, oh, it's basically a horror game. This is not a horror game. This is not a horror game. I know there are scary fish in the ocean, I get that. But this is not a horror game, it's an exploration survival game. And both of those aspects are kinda cumbersome. It's not a bad game, it's just... the longer you play, the more it starts to grate on you a little bit, and Look, building my stupid tunnel didn't ruin the game for me or anything, but I think it caused me to be in this world long enough to start... I think I'm stuck, but there is an issue. Nearest available location. Yes. Yeah. It gave me more time in this world to be like, man, this is a little cumbersome, actually. The more I hang out here, the more I'm like... Sometimes you just want to fucking do something, and the game's like, nope, you have to take 3 lefts if you want to go right. Which, in some cases, is fine, because a lot of the fun can be part of the process, you know? But... in Terraria, for example, which I appreciate, Terraria is actually a building game. This is a survival exploration game. They are different, I acknowledge that. But in Terraria, if I wanted to build a stupid fucking tower, you know, of like obsidian or whatever, I made an obsidian wizard's tower in that game. I was very proud of it. What I have to do is I have to go mine those fucking resources and then come back and build it, and that's the physical process. In this game, it's like, okay, well, you have to go find stuff which may or may not be there, and on top of that, you also have a very limited carrying capacity, and every single individual piece of titanium takes up one of those slots, and, you know, they don't stack or nothing. And so you can only have so many, and then you've run out, and then you have to watch the fabricator slowly build each piece individually. And, you know, do that for 5 hours. Once again, most people aren't building ridiculous fucking tunnels and bridges and shit in this game, because that's silly. That's whimsical stuff that's not within the game's intended experience, right? Really. But doing it did point out to me a lot of the...
Seek fluid intake.
Fuck you. A lot of the tedium involved with this game.
Vital signs stabilizing.
A lot of ways in which the game is actually rather cumbersome. At this rate, I'm actually going to use up all of my water before I even get into the Aurora, because I can't find my way in. Because I can't see very far ahead of me. The design of this area is, to be fair, this is intentional, a mess. So I don't know where the fuck I'm going in. There are multiple areas that seem like the areas of entry until you get there, and then it goes, no, these aren't actually areas that you can enter from, like actually enter the Aurora from. If you could see more than 3 to 5 meters in front of you, you would have known that before you swam all the way up to it, bearing in mind this is a game where being underwater carries its own risk consistently. You didn't know that though, so too bad. And we're back where we started. Hello, there's a box there. Supply crate. Is that just a battery? Oh, that's batteries are the one thing I don't fucking need. That was the one thing I was prepared for. That was the one thing where I did my prep properly. With battery charges and changing them out. There's actually multiple supply crates here, and that's nice. More batteries, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's good for making power cells. It's good for making power cells. It is. Oh, hello, please, please, please let this go somewhere. Please let this go somewhere. Please let this go somewhere. Please, no, you gotta let this go somewhere, please. Please, have I actually found it? No, I don't think I have. Please. I know there's the arrows. Now, realistically, those wouldn't actually point in any direction, but are we gonna have a little bit of, like, immersive game design to just kind of get me going in the right direction? Are we maybe? Because if so, a lot would be forgiven, because that's pretty cool. not sure we're doing that. I'm just gonna keep going up, see what I can find. Maybe I can get in this way. Oh my god. I need to repair this thing before it breaks. I love my sea moth, I'm not losing it now. It's a pretty cool zone, but I can't fucking get in. This is so aggravating. This is so fucking aggravating. Where the fuck do I even go? I'm not allowed to go up here, apparently, despite the fact that... Let me just pull this out for confirmation. Hang on, there we go. Nothing immediately above me. That is a considerable distance away. I could climb up onto there and be out of the water. I'm not allowed. So imagine you were swimming through here and you're like, shit, I'm running out of oxygen. I can see the surface of the water. Too fucking bad. You're not allowed up here. This is messy. That is very fucking messy. In a game where visual representation of where you can and cannot be is crucial, that's pretty poor. Now, look, this is a big, complicated structure. I get that it's not going to be perfect, but I think it would have almost benefited them to make this smaller and more simplistic, but better put together than this. This is a mess. I don't know where I'm going. I've just left the fucking thing. I was trying to go in. I've approached this from all fucking angles and I cannot find a way in. And the stupid thing is, the way in is actually going to be somewhere really fucking obvious that I just happened to miss on my way in. And I'll be like, man, that was really fucking obvious. Wish I'd seen it. And people are going to be like, is this guy that IGN reviewer who couldn't fucking do the tutorial of Cuphead? And I'm like, no. But I sure feel like it right now. Isn't the Raging Fallout supposed to irreversibly change the fucking environment by now? Because I've been futzing around here for more than 24 hours in-game. Come on, game, work with me, alright? This ceased being funny like half an hour ago. Why have open sections that you can't fucking go through? Can I go through like this? Okay. No, I can't. I actually can't. This is close. Why is this open if you can't fucking go through? I'm not crazy, right? You can't. No, you can't. You can? You can't? You can't. You can't. Okay. Why the fuck was it made like this? That's clearly open. A human-sized figure can clearly get through there. But I can't. I'm pushing against it. I'm going. It's not having it. Look. Try go up a bit. No. Up a bit. No. Through here. No. It looks like it's about to let you through, and then it doesn't. You know what? Fuck this. I'm done with the Aurora. This is a pain in the ass. Lads, gotta be honest with you. I think I'm about done. My experiences with this, I'd say over the past, I think it's the 5th episode now, have taught me that a big part of what initially draws you into Subnautica is the novelty. And there's a lot of different kinds of novelty going around, right? Like an exploration game set in the ocean is a novelty. Underwater vehicles is a novelty. Underwater predators, also a novelty. Getting new stuff is also a novelty. Now, that's all well and good, you know, but that's not the only thing the game has going for it, of course. For many people, this is a very expansive and atmospheric exploration game where you have to carefully manage your resources and discover new things and navigate new terrors, right? But a lot of that's just not hitting me. Really, what was hitting me here was just, oh boy, I'm just exploring around underwater and making vehicles. That's fun. And that was a novelty. And the novelty, gotta be honest, has kind of worn off. And what I'm left with now is a game with quite clunky controls, cumbersome game mechanics, and looking around like, boy, I'd sure love to do some exploration here, and I don't mind having some survival mechanics to kind of slow me down, but there are too fucking many, and they're too frequent. Having to stock up on water so much is irritating. The battery power system is irritating. Power cells are also irritating. Stalker teeth, not so bad once you figure it out, but that's kind of dumb. The sulfur powder was also kind of dumb. It's so many things that just slow you down for the sake of slowing you down, not for the sake of being interesting or engaging, but it just slows you down. The Aurora, which I'm sure is great once you get in, but I can't fucking get in. And that's me not being able to get into the Aurora is not why I'm ending this series. Because frankly, if I was invested enough, I'd be like, I'm just gonna fucking sit here, put in the time, and find my way in. But that's the thing, I'm not invested enough to sit here and comb every inch of this fucking ship to try and find a way in, because the novelty has worn off. Maybe, I guess, like I said, the time spent building the bridge gave me time for the novelty to wear off, but if the game was gelling with me, that wouldn't matter, right? If the novelty wore off, because I'd just be enjoying the game by itself. But unfortunately, I think my love for this experience came from the novelty of it, and it was very enjoyable, and I really liked it. And a lot of my complaints towards Subnautica are purely subjective. They are opinion based. I know I say this a lot, and I know it sounds like a fucking cop-out, but that is video games. 90% of opinions on video games, barring things like glitches and bugs and stuff, are opinions. And my opinion on this game is that it's great, but it's just, I'm not interested in staying here. I've dipped my toe, as it were, into the pool. I don't fancy living here, though. Which is a shame. It's a really cool game, and for what it's worth, I'm really glad you guys voted for it, because I had a lot of fun, and we got some proper entertaining, videos out of this, I think. I feel like some of those performances were pretty good. This video, not so much. It's mostly just been me getting angry, and that's why I think we should stop. Because if we do 5 more videos of me just getting annoyed at the game and then end it, I've literally just wasted your time. And I don't want to do that, frankly. For the people who like Subnautica, they're not going to want to listen to me complain all the time. For the people who come here because they like my comedy, they're not going to want to listen to me complain all the time. And I, personally, don't want to complain all the time. I don't like complaining. It puts me in a bad mood, and I want to have fun. And this was fun. I was enjoying it, but unfortunately, the novelty is kind of worn off. Is the way of things. I'm sorry, I know this is not going to go down well with a lot of you, and I do apologize. Genuinely, I'm not. If I was enjoying it, I wouldn't care if this video only got 20 views. If I was enjoying it, I'd keep going. Look at Vampire the Masquerade, for instance. The views on that are pathetic, but I'm playing it because I'm enjoying it. I was enjoying this. Now it's kind of worn off. The Cyclops it was cool making this thing, but then I got in and I was like, it's just a bigger Seamoth, really, and there's not much to it. There are things you can make, but none of it seems particularly interesting. I'm just not interested anymore. There's like some telekinetic fish, some telepathic fish talked to me while I was building the tunnel, and I was like, whatever. I don't care, even slightly. Really not here for the story, and I'm now tired of the gameplay as well. So I guess we're done here. I'm sorry, it's a great game. Subnautica is fantastic. Was it worth the price tag? Absolutely. I think I got it for like 20 quid or something. Absolute bargain. Plenty of gameplay here. Definitely worth your time. Am I glad I played it? 100%. This was genuinely enjoyable. I enjoyed my time with it. I think I put in about 10 hours in total, because, we had the off-screen fucking bridge building. Totally worth it. I had fun. I liked it. I do like it. It's just I don't really want to continue. I think I'm all right now. But friends, that's all from me. I'm so sorry once again, but sometimes I found with these things in this business, right? If a series isn't gelling with you, you've got to rip the band-aid off. You can't just let it fucking fester, right? The more you let a series fester that you don't want to do or you don't think is right, the worse the situation gets. Look at Phoenix Wright, right? I stuck with that for way too long, despite being thoroughly fed up with sitting here talking and doing nothing else. And it was more painful when I stopped playing it for everyone because I built them up for too long. This, keep it short and sweet, We came in, we explored the ocean a bit, we had fun, now we're out. Get a towel, go to the fucking poolside bar and order a drink. And see what we're gonna do next. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Sonia Horse, Cryolytic, Abyssal Angie, Jordan Rothberg, Ninja Dog, Ember Fox, Grand Captain General Peace, Meanback Beanback Turtle, Malignant Humor, Cuds, Kana Samaria, Poe, Pork Chop Brack, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Names, Summer Cat, Flanny, Painter Dragoon, Lila Haxai, Lip Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Herrick J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Etherbin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimbawart, Alkir, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jess Kissy, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Lep Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Cow, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny T100 for supporting me on Patreon and on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. It's a shame. I would like to beat more of these games, but I maintained from the beginning when we did these games on the poll that you guys vote for, I am not obliged to beat them. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm back out. I'm out. I'm done. And I will exercise that right, as I've shown. But I don't like the idea of having 2 games in a row that we haven't beat. It does bother me, but like I said, I'm not going to force myself to do a series I'm not enjoying anymore. This was cool. I liked it. I want to end it now that I'm sat here like, okay, I think I'm done, rather than drag it out for 10 more episodes where I'm forcing myself to record each day. Nah, this was good, but we're done. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys vote for next. Thank you for voting for this one, because it was genuinely fun and I genuinely enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. And whatever happens next time, I hope I see you there. Toodles, goodbye.